Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We'll continue 3.6. That was the last one we did. So now we have this problem where I need to find G prime at 0. G prime at 0 will be if inverse prime at 0, which is 1 over f prime at f inverse at 0. First, if you notice, if we get f prime is what? 4 minus 2 sine 2x, which is always positive. So f is 1 to 1. Continuous differentiable, so and positive, increasing. So f is 1 to 1. I mean, if prime is positive, so it means it's increasing. So it's 1 to 1. Okay. Now we need to check. Now we need to find f inverse at 0. And to do that, we need to solve f of x equals 0. We need to find the values x where f of x equals 0. So I have 0 equal 4x minus sine 2x. Where it's very clear, since it's 1 to 1, I need only one solution. Very clear, x equals 0 will be the solution. So f inverse at 0 is 0. So now f inverse prime at 0 will be 1 over f prime at f inverse of 0, which is 0. And this is f prime. That will be what? 1 over 4 minus 0. Minus 2 cosine, sorry. This is cosine to x. So this is 4 minus 2. So it's equal to half. And that would be the answer. Okay. Now these easy ones or quick ones. Y prime at 5. When he say f of 2 equal 5, that means f inverse at 5 equals 2. Provided f inverse exists. Huh? F prime, y prime will be what? F inverse prime at 5. And that will be 1 over f prime at inverse of 5, which is 2. So I have 1 over f prime of 2, which is 1 over 3, which is this one. Okay, same thing. This means f inverse of 1 equals 0. So I have f inverse prime at 1. Continue the formula, 1 over f prime at f inverse at 1. That 1 over f prime at 0, which is 1 over 2. So that will be the answer. Same idea. I have f inverse prime at 7. 1 over f prime at f inverse of 7. F inverse of 7, which is 3. So it's 1 over f prime at 3, which is 1 over 1/2, which is 2. This one. Same idea. F inverse prime at 7. It will be 1 over f prime at f inverse of 7. That will be 1 over f prime. F inverse of 7 equals 6. F prime at 6 is 1 over 3. That will be 1 over 3. Which is this one. Now, first you need to find f prime. That will be what? 2 times square root 1 minus 9x squared times 3. Which is always positive, so if inverse exists, actually I know this. I know this is its 1 to 1. Actually, it's restricted domain for when they define the sign inverse. Now, f inverse prime at pi over 2 will be 1 over f prime at f inverse of pi over 2. How to find f inverse at pi over 2? F inverse at pi over 2. Solve f of x equal pi over 2. That implies pi over 2 equal to sine inverse 3x. That implies pi over 4 equals sine inverse of 3x. That implies 3x equal sine pi over 4, which is square root 2 over 2. So that implies x equals square root 2 over 6. So f inverse of pi over 2 equals square root 2 over 6. So we plug it here. So I need to find f prime at this. Since it's complicated, let me do it here. F prime is square root 2 over 6. That will be what? Just substitute there. I have 6 over square root 1 minus 9 times square of this, which is 2 over 36. That will be 6 over, I have, this is 1, this is 4, 1 minus half, which is half. So I have square root of 1 over square root of 2. So that will give me 6 square root of 2. So the answer is 1 over 6 square root of 2, which is this one. Need to find f prime. I know this is 1 to 1 since it's restricted domain. We know how to graph this. It's a parabola, so it's very easy to check in a 1 to 1. Now f inverse prime at 2 is 1 over f prime at f inverse of 2. How to find f inverse at 2? F inverse at 2. By the way, f prime is what? 6x. Huh? Very easy to do. So we'll do this, solve f of x equal to, I have 3x squared minus 4 equal 2. So I have 3x squared equals 6. So x squared equals 2. So I have x equals square root of 2 or x equal minus square root of 2. I have this condition. So this is out. So that means f prime, f inverse of 2 equal minus square root of 2. Now, what will be f prime at x? It will be minus 6 root 2. So this one will be equal minus 1 over 6 root 2. Rationalize, you get minus root 2 over 12, which is this one. Same idea, this is f prime is 1 plus 2ax, which is always positive. The function continuous and differentiable. So it's 1 to 1. 1 to 1. F inverse prime at 2 is 1 over f prime at f inverse at 2. How to find f inverse at 2? Solve this. F of x equal 2. That implies x plus 2ax equal 2. By inspection, you cannot solve it, but we can do it by inspection. X equals 0. Since this will be 0, e to the power 0, 1 times 2, so this is the solution. So f inverse at 2 equals 0. So that will be 1 over f prime at 0. And that will be 1 over 1 plus 2, which is 1 over 3, which is this one. Y equal x tan inverse of x minus ln, then find y prime at 1. What I will do, we'll find y prime. That will be x, so it will be tan inverse product rule. Derivative of the first, 1 times tan inverse of x plus x times 1 over 1 plus x squared. By the way, this one I can simplify it as half then 1 plus x squared. So that will be minus half times I have 2x 1 plus x squared. Y prime at 1 will be what? Y over 4. Here I have what? Plus 1 over 2. Cancel this with this. Minus 1 over 2. So it will be y over 4, which is this one. Yes. This one I'll do it in two ways. Where I need this formula. I will, but first I will do it as in 3.5, and I will show you how it is complicated using 3.5 to find dy by dx. It's dy by du times du by dx. This is the rule. Now, to find dy by du, we differentiate this one, which relates u with y, with respect to u. So we get what? 1 equal y cubed plus 2y times 3y squared plus 2y times, actually it will be like this, 3y squared y prime plus 2y prime, not y prime, dy over dy, dy over du, which is dy by du plus 2 dy by du. So that implies what? 1 equal ay cubed plus 2y times 3y squared plus 2 times dy by du. So dy by du will be equal 1 over this. 1 over all of this. Ay cubed plus 2y, 3y squared plus 2. Now let me do the same to find du by dx. We differentiate the other one, x equal u minus 1 e to the power u with respect to x. Since I want to find respect to x. So I have 1 equal what? Derivative of this, which is du by dx times e to the power u plus u minus 1 e to the power u du by dx, which is equal to what? Equal u eu du by dx. So du by dx equal 1 over u e to the power u. Okay. Now dy by dx, or before that, let me do this. I have x equals 0. I want to check if x equals 0, what will be u? X equals 0. So I have 0 equal u minus 1 eu. This is impossible to be 0. That implies u equal 1. Now substitute here. I have 1 equal ay cubed plus 2y. Since it's 1, that will be e to the power 0. So I have y cubed plus 2y equals 0, which is y squared plus 2 equals 0. So I have y equals 0. Now dy by dx equal what? Dy by du, which is this one, times this one. So I have 1 over ay cubed plus 2y times 3y squared plus 2 times 1 over u e to the power u. So it will be dy by dx at x equals 0, which is u equal 1, which is y equal 0. Substitute, what you will get? 1 over e to the power 0. Here I have 0 plus 2 times 1 over 1 times e. So the answer is 1 over 2e, which is this. Now we'll do it using dy by dx is 1 over dx by dy. So instead of dealing with this, I will deal with this, which will make the calculation easier. Now we have dx by dy. It will be dx by du times du by dy, y. What is dx by du? I can do the derivative right away. That will be derivative of this with respect to u. So derivative of the first, which is e to the power u plus u minus 1 e to the power u. This is this. Now what about this? Right away. No need to do any implicit differentiation, since I have u as a function of y. So that will be what? E y cubed plus 2y times 3y squared plus 2. Now, dx by dy, I know that if x equals 0, I have u equal 1 and y equal 0. At x equals 0, u equal 1, y equal 0, substitute. By the way, this is what? This is u e to the power u. So that will be e times e to the power 0 times 2. That will be 2e. So dy by dx at x equals 0, which means u equal 1, y equal 0, it will be 1 over 2e, which is this. Now, what we have here? We have, this is f prime. I don't know what is f. You know f prime. And he gave us this information. That means what? F inverse prime at 3 is equal to minus 1 over 4, which is from here. Not only that, from here, I'm getting f inverse at 3 is 0. Now this one, f inverse prime at 3 will be equal what? 1 over f prime at f inverse of 3, which is equal 1 over f prime. F inverse of 3 is what? 0. And I have f prime at 0 will be what? 1 over k. And that equal minus 1 over 4. So it will be k minus. Okay, which is I have of x equal this. I have a restriction, x greater than or equal to 2, so that the function is 1 to 1. I need to find this at x equal minus 1. So I have f inverse prime at minus 1, 1 over f prime at f inverse of minus 1. Note first that what will be f prime? It will be 3x squared minus 6x, which is, I can do it as 3x times x minus 2, which is always positive under this one. So increasing and continuous differentiable, so it's 1 to 1. It's 1 to 1. So now to find how to find f inverse at minus 1. We solve f of x equal minus 1. So I have x cubed minus 3x squared minus 1 equal minus 1. So I'm getting what? This is cancelled, huh? I'm getting x squared times x minus 3 equals 0. So x equals 0 or x equals 3. This is our rejected y because I have this condition. So I'll take only this. So f inverse at minus 1 equals what? 3. That means f inverse prime at minus 1 will be 1 over f prime at 3. And what is f prime at 3? Here substitute, you get 1 over 27 minus 18, which is 1 over 9, which is this one. This one equal what? 1 over f prime at f inverse of minus 2. The function of this restriction is 1 to 1. F prime is what? 2 minus 2x, which is positive, increasing, so it will be 1 to 1 to 1. So now f inverse, how to find f inverse of minus 2? Solve f of x equals minus 2. So we get what? 1 plus 2x minus x squared equals to minus 2. That means what? X squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0, correct? Okay. So I have x minus 3 times x plus 1 equals 0. So I have x equals 3 or x equal minus 1. This is rejected since I have x less than or equal to 1. So that implies f inverse at minus 2 equal minus 1. So that means the f inverse derivative at x equal minus 2 will be 1 over f prime at minus 1. Since this is f prime, so that will be 1 over 2 plus 2, which is 1 over 4. Which is this. Y equal this. We can simplify it. That will be ln. Let's simplify y. That will be ln 1 minus x over 1 plus x to the power half plus tan inverse of x. That will be half times ln 1 minus x plus ln 1 plus x plus tan inverse of x. Now I'll do the derivative. Y prime is what? Half times 1 over 1 minus x. There is a minus sign since it is derivative of this. Plus 1 over 1 plus x. Derivative of this is 1, so who cares? Plus 1 over 1 plus x squared. Now I need to find y prime at 0. That will be half. Here I have minus 1 over 1 minus 0, which is minus 1, plus 1 plus I have minus 1 0. I have half ln of this. Oh, sorry. This is minus. So this is minus. Be careful, these mistakes. This is minus plus 1. So I'm getting minus 2 over 2 plus 1, which is minus 1 plus 1, which is 0, which is this. Okay. Fx equal this. I know what is f prime. 3x squared plus 3, which is always positive. So it's 1 to 1, increasing, continuous and differentiable. So f inverse, this is 1 over f prime at f inverse at 5. Okay. Now we need to find how to find f inverse at 5. Solve this, which is f of x equal 5. F of x equal. Just make it solve f of x equal 5, which is x cubed plus 3x minus 1 equal 5. Be careful here. We cannot solve it. Not easy to solve it, but by inspection, I have x equal to f of 2. Notice f of 2 will be what? Not f of 2. Oh, it's minus 5. Sorry, this is minus 5, not 5. Minus 5. So this is, I need to solve this. This one, I need to solve this. Okay. F of minus 1. F of minus 1 is equal to minus 5. F of minus 1, minus 1, minus 3, minus 1, which is minus 5. So f inverse of minus 5, it should be equal to minus 1. Okay. So f inverse prime at minus 5 is 1 over f prime at f inverse of minus 5, no, minus 1. Substitute here. It's 1 over 3 plus 3, which is 1 over 6, which is this one. This one, let me find f prime. That will be what? Derivative of this 1 times the denominator minus 1 times x plus 6 over x minus 2 square. In other words, it's minus 8x minus 2 squared. In this case, it will be negative, which is always negative, so it means decreasing, the same idea. So f is 1 to 1. Balance? Yeah. So now this one is 1 f inverse prime at 3 is 1 over f prime at f inverse of 3. How to find f inverse at 3? We solve this. X plus 6 over x minus 2 equals 3. So we have x plus 6 equals 3x minus 6. So I have 2x equal 12, so x equals 6. So that means f inverse of 3 equals 6. So that will be 1 over f prime at 6. Substitute it here. I have what? 1 over minus 8 over 6 minus 2, 4 square minus over 16. So it will be 1 over minus half, which is minus 2. So that will be the answer. If y equal this, I have to find this one. So do the calculations. I have product rule here. We have the product rule here. So I have y prime, derivative of the first, which is 1 tan inverse of 2x plus x times 1 plus u square, derivative of u, which is 2, minus 1 over 4 times 1 plus 4x squared times 8x. Okay, and that will be tan inverse of 2x minus 2x over 1 plus 4x squared minus, oh, this is plus, this is plus, this is minus 2x over 1 plus 4x squared. Cancelled. So I have tan inverse of 2x. The slope of the graph of the equation, I have arc sine, arc tan at the point this. So I need m tangent, which is y prime, at the point half and 1. So differentiate, I need the implicit differentiation for this one. So I have here differentiate with respect to x. So I have 1 over square root 1 minus xy all square, derivative of this, which is y plus xy prime, equal 2 over 3 times 1 plus u square, derivative of u, which is 2. This is not plus, this is times. And this is equal. Okay, now at the point half and 1, what we will get? 1 plus half y prime over square root 1 minus half square equals 4 over 3 times 1 over 1 plus 1. 2 times half is 1, square is 1. Okay, so that will be what? 2 over 3. So 1 plus half y prime, this is what? Square root 1 minus 1 over 4, it will be square root 3 over 4, with square root 3 over 2. So I have, this is will be square root 3 over 2 times 2 over 3, with square root 3 over 3. So I have y prime or half y prime, let me do it in steps, half y prime will be root 3 over 3 minus 1, which is equal root 3 minus 3 over 3. Y prime will be 2 root 3 minus 6 over 3, which is this. If x equal has an inverse function, actually you can check and it has an inverse. F prime is what? Minus 6x squared, which is always negative, so decreasing, so it's 1 to 1. Okay, so this one is 1 over f prime at f inverse of 7. Now, how to find f inverse of 7? F inverse of 7. So we need to solve this. 5 minus 2x cubed equals 7. That means minus 2x cubed equals 2. So I have x cubed equal minus 1. That means x equal minus 1. So f inverse at 7 equals to minus 1. So that will be, so that means f inverse prime at 7 will be 1 over f prime at minus 1. And this is f prime. So that will be 1 over minus 6, which is minus 1 over 6. Now let me do the questions in the book. Some of them suggested problems plus other ones. Here I want to find the f inverse at a. In a equals 7. So this question number 3. We will do the same as this one. Okay, actually it's the same question. Okay. So I need to find f inverse prime at 7, which is 1 over f prime at f inverse at 7. So find f inverse at 7. How? Solve f of x equals 7. So I have 5 minus 2x cubed. By the way, f prime is what? Is minus 6x squared, which is a 1-to-1. Decreasing, continuous, and differentiable. Okay. This is equal to 7. So I have x cubed equal minus 1. So x equal minus 1. So f inverse at 7 equal minus 1. F inverse prime at 7 will be 1 over f prime at f inverse at 7, which is minus 1. So I'm getting what? Substituted here. Getting minus 1 over 6. That will be my answer. Okay, this one will do the same. What will be f prime? It will be 3x squared. Okay, which is always positive. Then negative, I mean. Continuous differentiable, blah, 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 no problem. Actually, there's a so what we will do, I need to find f inverse prime at 26, and that 1 over f prime at f inverse of 26. Now to do this, I need to find f inverse at 26. How that we solve f of x equal 26. So that implies x cubed minus 1 equal 26. So I have x cubed equal 27. So I have x equal 3. So f inverse of 26 equal 3. So that will be 1 over f prime at 3. And what is f prime at 3? It will be 1 over 27. 3 times 9, which is 1 over 27. Okay. Same idea. I have a equal 1. We want to find f prime, which is minus 2 sine 2x, which is always negative. Non-negative, I mean non-positive. So it's 1-to-1. Yeah, so I know it's 1-to-1. Here it's 1-to-1. Okay, so f inverse prime at 1 is 1 over f prime at f inverse at 1. So we need to find f inverse at 1. We need to find f inverse at 1. How we solve this? Cosine. We solve f of x equals 1. That implies cosine 2x equals 1. When cosine 2x equals 1, cosine 2x equals 1, if 2x equals 0. That implies 2x equal 0. That implies x equals 0. That implies إنه f inverse at 1 will be 0. So f inverse prime at 1 will be equal 1 over f prime at 0. F prime at 0 is what? Is 0. So this will be undefined. That will be undefined. And f prime at 0 is 0. Okay, this one, I know that in no f inverse prime at 3 equal 1 over f prime at f inverse at 3. It's 1-to-1 y. If we differentiate, actually we did it before, it's the same as this one. So I know in f prime, just to save time, is minus 8 over x minus 2 squared, which is always negative. So it's increasing, so it's 1-to-1. Decreasing, I mean, continuous and differential, so it will be 1-to-1. We have x greater than 2. Okay. So I have find f inverse at 3. How we solve f of x equal 3. That implies x plus 6 over x minus 2 equals 3. If we solve this, as I said, we did it here. So I have x equal what? 6. Which is clear. 6 will be 12 over 4, which is 3. So I have x equals 6. So f inverse prime at 3 will 1 over f prime at 6. And what is f prime? This is f prime. And that will be what? Minus 2 will be equal to here, minus 2. Yes. Check the calculation, you can do it. Okay. Now let me do this one. What will be f prime? F prime of x is 3x squared plus 4 over x squared, which is always positive. So increasing, so it's 1-to-1. I need to find f inverse prime at 6. That will be 1 over f prime at f inverse at 6. How to find Let me take some space from here. So I need to find f inverse in 6. I need to find f inverse at 6. How to do that? We solve this. F of x equals 6. In other words, that means x cubed minus 4 over x equals 6, which is very complicated to solve. However, by inspection, I'm getting x equal 2. So that means f inverse at 6 equals 2. So this will be 1 over f prime at m inverse of 6, which is 2. Substitute here. You have 1 over 3 times 3 times 4, which is 12, plus 4 over 4, which is 1. So it will be 1 over 30. Yeah, that will solve it. Okay, now we'll go to this question. What they want, show that the slopes of the graphs of f and f inverse are reciprocal to each other. So I have f of x, f prime of x is 1 over 2 root x minus 4. So I have m tangent of f is f prime at 5. This is the point. So that will be 1 over 2. However, f inverse prime, derivative of this, which is 2x. So that implies m tangent at f inverse equal f prime f inverse prime at 1 at this point. And that will be 2. So they are reciprocal of each other. That's it. This is what I want to do. Now, let me do these questions. I have question 17. 17. I need to find the derivative of this, which is f prime of x 1 over square root 1 minus x minus 1 square. This is u. What is the derivative of this one? خلاص. What is this? This is 1 minus x square minus 2x plus 1. So I have 1 over the square root. I have a 2x minus x square. 1 and minus 1 cancelled. Okay. 19. G of x, I want to find g prime of x. That will be what? 3 times r cosine x over 2, which is minus 1 over square root 1 minus x over 2 square times derivative of this, which is half. That will be 1 minus x squared over 4. So that will be minus 3 over 2 over square root. I have 4 minus x squared over 2. And we have this is, 4 minus x squared over 4. So it's over 2. So I have minus 3 over square root 4 minus x squared. These two cancelled. Okay. 21 arctan e to the power x. What's the derivative? f prime will be 1 plus u, which is e to the power x squared, derivative of this, which is e to the power x, which is ax over 1 plus e to x. Okay, 23. We have quotient, or you can deal with it as a product. So I can make it x minus 1 sine inverse of 3x. Now product rule, g prime will be what? Derivative of the first minus x minus 2 times the second plus first derivative of the second square root 1 minus 9x squared times 3. Where I can simplify it as what? I can make this over 1. And I can take x minus, I can simplify this over square root 1 minus 9x squared, where I have 3x minus 1 minus x minus 2 sine inverse of 3x. Don't forget this, square root 1 minus x squared. Now I can take x minus 2 as a common factor, like this. X minus 2 common factor, take it down. So I have x squared, square root 1 minus 9x squared. I have what here? 3x minus square root 1 minus 9x squared sine inverse of 3x. Okay. 25. I have product rule here. So that means g prime will be derivative of the first times the second plus the first times derivative of the second, which is 1 over square root 1 minus x squared. Where this can be written e to x times 2 sine inverse plus 1 over square root 1 minus x squared. Last one in this group, 27, h prime of x will be what? Arctan of 6x. That will be 1, don't forget the minus sign, 1 plus 6x squared times derivative of 6x, which is 6 with the minus sign. That will be minus 6, 1 plus 36x squared. Okay. More problems. This I can simplify first. I need to simplify. That will be ln x plus 1 minus ln x minus 1 plus tan inverse of x. So 33, let me do it here. What will be y prime? It will be 1 over x plus 1 minus 1 over x minus 1 plus 1 over x squared plus 1. I can simplify this one. That will be what? Over x squared minus 1. I have x minus 1 minus x minus 1 plus 1 over x squared plus 1. And that will be what? Minus 2 over x squared minus 1 plus 1 over x squared plus 1. Now simplify more. That will be over x to the power 4 minus 1, multiply this by this, and I have minus 2x squared minus 2 plus x squared minus 1. So that will be minus x squared minus 3 over x to the power 4 minus 1, which I can rewrite it as x squared plus 3 over 1 minus x to the power, like multiplying by minus. 35. What is 35? I have tan of arc inverse. G of t is equal tan of sine inverse of t. This one I can simplify using that, and now I have tan of theta. So let theta equal sine inverse of t, or this is we call it theta. So I have sine theta equals t over 1. So with the triangle, so this is theta. Sine is t over 1, opposite over hypotenuse. So this is will be what? Using Pythagorean theorem, that will be 1 minus t squared. So g of t equal what? Tan of sine inverse, tan of theta, which is what? Tan is opposite over adjacent, which is t over square root 1 minus t squared. And this is what I want to find the derivative. So it will be g prime at t. Now I have quotient rule. Derivative of the first, derivative of the numerator, which is 1 times the denominator, minus t times, now derivative of this, which is 1 over 2 root 1 minus t squared, derivative of minus t squared, which is minus 2t, all of this over the denominator square, which is 1 minus t squared. So this is simplified in the numerator. I have what? 2, 1 minus t squared plus 2t squared all over 1 minus t squared 3 over 2. By the way, these two cancelled. So this is not 2. So I don't have 2. This is no 2. This is no 2. No t. So I have what? 1 over this. Okay. 37. What is 37? Y prime. The product rule here. So that will be sine inverse of x plus x over square root 1 minus x squared. Now I need to find the derivative of this. Plus, I have 2 root 1 minus x squared times minus 2x. And that, this is cancelled. Notice this is the same as this with the minus sign. So that will be sine inverse of x. Okay, that is 37. Yeah, 39 or 38. 38. I have y prime equals. I have product rule here. So I have arctan 2x plus x times 2 over 1 plus 4 x squared. This is 1 plus 4x squared. Derivative of this, which is minus 1 over 4. I have 1 plus 4x squared here, and I have 8x. So this is will be 2. This is cancelled. So I have minus 2x, and I have 2x here. So this is cancelled with this. So I have arctan 2x. 39. Yeah, 39 is a little bit of calculation. So y prime, I need to derivative of this, where I have what? 8 times derivative of arc sine x over 4, which is square root 1 minus x over 4 square, derivative of this, which is 1 over 4, minus. I have derivative of this, takes the x, so I have square root 16 minus x squared over 2, derivative of x over 2, which is half, minus x over 2, derivative of square root, that will be 2 root 16 minus x squared, derivative of this, which is minus 2x. Now let us do the calculation. That will be 2. That will be 2 over root 4, not 4, 16, 2 over root 16 over x squared, all over 4, minus this one over 2. Here I have what? These 2 cancelled. So I have plus x squared plus x squared over 2 root 16 minus x squared. This one, since it's over 4, I can make it 8 to save time. So now I have common factor, common denominator, I mean. And I have what is in the numerator. This one will give me 16. This one will give me 16 minus x squared, which is the product of the square root times the square root. And this one will give me plus x squared. So what I will get, I'll get 2x squared over 2 root 16 minus x squared. 2 cancel, so I'm getting x squared over root 16 minus x squared. Okay. 43. What I need to do, I need to find the equation of the tangent line. To do this, I need to find m tangent. Oh, there is a point. I missed the point. So the point here, 2 arc sine of x, you mean half, and pi over 3. And the point in this 47, I missed the points. So it will be 47. The point is 1 and 2 pi. 1 and 2 pi. In 43, I need to find the slope, m tangent, will be f prime at half. So we'll find, call it f prime of x equal to over square root 1 minus x squared. So f m tangent. So m tangent will be 2 will be f prime at half. We'll do it step by step. Over square root 1 minus 1 over 4. And that will be 2 over square root 3 over 2, which is 4 over square root of 3. I can rationalize it. So it will be 4 root 3 over 3. Okay, what will be the equation? Y minus y over 3 equal this slope, which is 4 the square root 3 over 3 times x minus half. That implies y will be what? Y will be 4 the square root 3 over 3x minus 2 root 3 over 3. And I take this to the other side, plus 5 over 3. That will be the equation. 47. What I have product, so I need to find the derivative first. So y prime will be 4 cosine inverse at x minus 1 plus 4x times square root 1 minus x minus 1 squared. Don't forget there's a minus 1 there. Okay. M tangent is f prime at 1. And that is what? 4 times cosine inverse of 0, which is pi over 2. So it will be 4 times pi over 2 minus 4 over 1. So it's minus 4 plus 2 pi. What will be the equation? Y minus 2 pi equal minus 4 plus 2 pi, which is the slope, times x minus 1. That implies y will be equal minus 4 plus 2 pi x plus 4 minus 2 pi plus 2 pi. معناها y equal minus 4 plus 2 pi x plus 4. Okay, 52. What is 52? He wants to find the equation of the tangent line. Same idea. So it will be f prime. It's 1 over absolute value of x square root x squared minus 1. M tangent is f prime at square root of 2. And that will be what? 1 over square root of 2. I put it here, 2 minus 1, that is 1. So it's 1 over square root of 2. Or I can write square root 2 over 2. So it will be the equation y. This is the equation, y minus pi over 4. This is the point. Equal square root 2 over 2 times x minus square root of 2. So I have y minus pi over 4 equals square root 2 over 2x minus 1. So the equation y equal square root 2 over 2x plus pi over 4 minus 1 plus pi over 4 minus 1. Okay. Tangent line. Find the equation of all tangent lines of this function that have slope equal 1 over 4. So I need to check f prime equal 1 over 4. What is f prime? is 1 over 1 plus x square. That I want to make it equal to 1 over 4. So I have what? 1 plus x square equal to 4. 1 plus x square is equal to 4. That means x square equal to 3. So I have x equal square root of 3 or x equal minus square root of 3. If x equal square root of 3, then f of x will be tan inverse of square root of 3, and that is what? Pi over 3. So the equation will be y minus pi over 3 equal 1 over 4 x minus square root of 3. In other words, y will be 1 over 4x minus square root of 3 over 4 plus pi over 3. Okay, second one, this is 1, this is 2, x equal minus square root of 3. So f of x, here I have the point square root of pi over 3. Huh? It will be tan inverse of minus square root of 3, which is minus pi over 3. So the point is minus square root of 3 minus pi over 3. Find the equation. It will be what? Y plus pi over 3 equal 1 over 4 x plus square root of 3. So that implies y equal 1 over 4x plus square root 3 over 4 minus pi over 3. Okay. Now what they want, find the slope. They want to find the slope, derivative, and the given point. But now this is written in an implicit way. 60, differentiate with respect to x in both cases, differentiate with respect to x. So I have 1 equal 2. I have y square minus 3, derivative of this, which is 2y y prime. So this is 60. So at the point 0 and 2, you can substitute right away. What you will get, I have 1 equal 8y prime over 4 minus 3, which is 1. So y prime equal what? 1 over m, which is the slope. Okay. 62. I need to do the derivative of this. That will be 1 over square root 1 minus xy square. Derivative of this with respect to y, with respect to x. So y plus xy prime equal 2 over 3 times 1 plus 4x squared, just 2x all squared, times 2. Now I have the point half and 1. So that implies what? 1 plus half y prime over square root 1 minus 1 over 4 equals 4 over 3 x equal half 2, which is 2 over 3. So I have 1 plus half y prime equals what? This is what? This is root 3 over 2. Multiply the 2 in the numerator. That will be 2 plus y prime equal 2 root 3 over 3. That means 62. Y prime equal 2 root 3 over 3 minus 2, which I can rewrite it 2 root 3 minus 6 over 3. This is okay. 64. I need to find the equation of the tangent line, not only the slope, but also the equation. So I need to find the slope first. So I have differentiate with respect to x, differentiate with respect to x. I have 1 plus xy all square derivative, which is y plus xy prime equal هنا square root 1 minus x plus y square, and I have what? 1 plus y prime. Substitute at 0, 0. You'll get what? Here I have 0. 0 plus 0 over 1, which is 0, is equal 1 plus y prime. So m tangent equal minus 1. What will be the equation? Y minus 0 equal minus 1, x minus 0. So it implies y equal minus x. That will be the tangent. Okay, 70. Now I'm trying to do number 70. What is it? 70. It says what? What is the slope of the tangent to the graph of f inverse at this point? This one has an f inverse, which is in f. If I have minus half, minus 1, and f inverse, that means I have the point minus 1 and minus half in f. Okay. And what is the slope here? So that means what is the slope tangent line to the graph of f inverse? So I have m tangent for f inverse is f inverse prime at minus half yeah, that will be what? 1 over the slope for f for this point, which is half. So it will be 1 over half, which is 2. This is part A. Part B, the same idea. If 1 and 2 in f inverse, that means 2 and 1 in f. So m tangent for f inverse would be 1 over, what is the slope now? 2. So 1 over 2. 71, the same idea. He said what? The point lies in the graph of f. This is in f, and f in the graph of f. And the slope tangent line is m equal 2. Assume inverse, what is the slope tangent line to the opposite, to the 3 and 1? So m tangent f inverse will be 1 over m tangent of f, which is 2. Then that will be half. Okay. Now I have these 2 more questions. First, I need to understand this. This is, I have, this is theta. This is 5. And this is x. So how I can write theta as a function of x? I want to relate these things using Pythagorean theorem. I know that sine theta or cotan, I want to relate 5 and x with theta, which is opposite with hypotenuse, and I want the x to be in the numerator. So take cotan x over 5. That will be easier. You can make it 5 over x, but that will make it very complicated in doing the derivative. Okay, this is part A. Part B, what he gave us. Like the speed of the plane is 400. This is the speed. Is 400. So dx by dt, since the airplane is going in this direction, will be less, will be decreasing. So that will be minus 400. Okay. Now differentiate. And they have cotan theta equal, no, x over 5. I'm like x over 5 equal x over 5. That implies theta is cotan inverse of x over 5. So that implies d theta by dt equals what? Don't forget there's a minus sign. Here I have 1 plus x over 5 all square, derivative of this, which is 1 over 5. So he said x equal 10, x equal 10, what will, oh, don't forget times dx over dt. Since I'm doing the derivative in terms of x, yeah, in terms of t. Yeah, I want the rate in respect to t. So I need dx by dt. X equal 10, d theta by dt will be equal to what? Just substitute minus 1 over 5 dx by dt, which is minus 400 over 1 10 over 5, which is 2, 1 plus 4. So that will give me what? 400 over 25, which is what? 60. X equal 3. What will be d theta by dt? Everything is the same. But this is 1 plus 3 over 5. This is 1. I put x equal 3. That will be 3 over 5 whole square, which is 9 over 25. That will give me what? 400 over 5, which is 80. Huh? Yeah, 80 over this is 25 plus 9, 34, and this is times 25. Who cares? Yeah, something like this. Last group of questions, which is true or false. Okay. First one, 79. Derivative of arc cosecant is the negative of derivative of arc secant. Yes. Arc cosecant x derivative is minus 1 over absolute value of x square root 1 minus x square minus 1. It's not x square minus 1, which is minus arc secant derivative. 79. 80. The slope of the inverse tangent. What is tan inverse prime? Inverse tangent function. Assume f of x equal tan inverse of x. What will be f prime? 1 over 1 plus x squared, which is always positive. This is also true. This is true. This is true. 81. Derivative of this. What will be d over dx of tan inverse of tan x? That will be 1 over 1 plus tan square x 1 over 1 plus u square. What is my u? Tan x square times derivative of tan, which is secant square. So I have secant square over 1 plus tan square, which is secant square, and that is 1. So this is also true. 82 is the only false. Why is that? Because we have a problem at -1 and 1. This one will be 0. So I have dx by dy, or I have dy by dx equal what? 1 over square root 1 minus x squared. So dy by dx is undefined when x equal plus or minus. So this is false. Yes. Yeah. That's all for this section, which is 3.6. Let me stop the recording. Thank you.